A very good morning, all of you. How are you? Hope you all are fine. Dear students, we have just started a chapter Human Nutrition. And yes, good morning, all. Who is Shakun Batra? Kindly change your name. I think no student in my class with name D5 Business Shakun Batra. If you want to attend this class with live chat, then you have to just write your name, whatever you have named. I will not entertain all this. How would I know? If I have to ask you question, I will ask Shakun Batra, please give me answer. But though I don't have, I think no student in my class with name Shakun Batra, D5 Business, P5 Gamer. Please change your names. You have just, otherwise I will not allow you to in my class. You have to write your name, whatever you are. Don't lose your identity. Your name is very important, bache. Then who is this creative mind? How would I know? If I have to ask you question, how would I ask you question with your name? Please change your names. Kindly. Yes, good morning all. But kindly change your name. Write your name in front of your ID. Okay, so students, a very good morning. Dear students, we have started a chapter Human Nutrition. In this chapter, last video, we have just discussed about balanced diet. We have just discussed about carbohydrates. Little bit information, introduction I have just given to you. Now I'm just going to do all these topics in detail because these carbohydrates, proteins, fats also part of chapter biomolecules. If we just discuss all these topics in detail, it will just cover your biomolecule chapter. Then it will just take 1 or 2 days to cover that chapter. Is that clear? Okay. If everything is, if my voice is clear, board is visible, please say thumbs up. Put in your comment box if it is visible and I am audible to you. Yes, Pavan? Yes, Puneet? If my voice is audible to you, please say, send me a thumbs up. Okay, I got it. Now let's start a chapter Human Nutrition. Again, I just want to restart this chapter because last video I've just covered, give you an introduction. Okay, beta. Now in Human Nutrition, first of all, you should know about nutrition. What is nutrition? Yes, 10I students, kindly tomorrow if you come to me in my class, write down your name in your ID. Is that clear? I have to ask you question with your name, not with draw cool. Please tell me answer. P.S. Who is this Shakun Batra? I don't know. I don't like this. Tomorrow otherwise I will just remove you from this group. And I will just close that chat. Is that clear? Okay. Now come to the topic nutrition. What is nutrition? Nutrition, yes. Pavan, give me answer. What is nutrition? It is very basic question. What is nutrition? You can just write down in chat box. What is nutrition? Yes, Pushp is very active member of this live class. Getting food for energy. In just he has just given answer in form of key points. It is very good. No push. Why you say sorry? It is very good. You have just given me answer. You have to just quick. Okay. Clap for push. Okay. Yes, Pawan also given answer. Getting energy. See, we have to just take a food. We are just doing all activities, external activities like movement. We're just doing various activity from day to night. We also need energy for internal processes going in our body, like nutrition, respiration, circulation, breathing, brain functioning. So we have to just to carry out all these processes, we need energy, and this energy come from food. So beta, please, the Lord, she know, none write a name Amarjeet. So you have to also write your name in front of your ID, so that, from tomorrow onwards, you have to write your name, change your IDs, whatever your name you have written. See, the food which we eat, it gives us energy, and the process of taking food for energy, growth of body is called nutrition. There are two types of nutrition. One is auto. Actually, for detailed explanation of type of nutrition is not given in this chapter. That we will revise in the chapter plant nutrition. Autotrophic nutrition, heterotrophic nutrition. What is the difference between plant and animals? See, plants give plants give plants take their own food with the help of photosynthesis. Is that clear? But animals, they depends upon another for food requirement. But I don't give any answer. If I ask, then only just you are allowed to give answer. Otherwise, don't write in anything else in chat box. You have to just maintain notes in your notebook. Is that clear to everyone? If I ask question, then you are just allowed to give me answer on in this live chat. Otherwise, you have to just focus on the board and your notebooks. Whatever I am teaching, you have to just write down on notes. I think it is very clear to you, because actually it is a class going on. Okay? Autotrophic nutrition. What do you mean by autotrophic? Which prepare their own food with the help of process of photosynthesis. This is called autotrophic nutrition. Heterotrophic nutrition, animals, example, which depends upon another for their food requirements, which cannot prepare their own food. They just get a ready-made food from other. It's a detailed explanation we will already discuss in plant nutrition, and we will revise when we just discuss this chapter. This is not part of this chapter. Only you should know about what is autotrophic nutrition and what is heterotrophic nutrition. Now, bache, what is nutrition? Taking of food so that it gives us all the nutrients, and it gives all nutrients for growth and energy. Is that clear? Okay, beta. Now tell me, what is balanced diet? Balanced diet. Who will just give me answer? What do you mean by balanced diet? Anyone? Anyone? Yes. Please write down. Yes, Amarjeet. Write down. What is balanced diet? The diet contain all nutrients. Yes. Balanced diet is a diet which contain all nutrients required for growth. Is that clear? See, first of all, before start this topic balanced diet, you have to tell me, what do you mean by why do we need food? Yes, food give us energy. Food give us energy. See, please note down, why do we need food, everyone? Why do we need food? Yes, we need food. I got answer from Sanjeev Kumar. Okay, you have just written again. I think you should write your name. You have an identity. Swayam, write your name, beta. Your ID. Okay, we need food for energy, to give energy. Second, or you can say it acts as source of energy. And next is for growth. For growth. Next, for replacement of worn out and damaged cells. Dear students, we have just discussed the topic respiration, in which we have covered the food which we eat. It get oxidized in our body. It releases what? Energy. That energy we use for various activity of body. Is that clear? Okay. Now, whatever the activity we are just doing, we need energy and it comes from food. Second, we need food for growth. We need food for growth. See, the substances given by the substances given by these food resources used to just make a cells, tissues. So ultimately, it increases the growth of body. So first is to give energy, act as source of energy, and second is for growth. Next is for replacement of worn out and damaged cell. See, the substances provided by food are needed to replace millions of red blood cells that break down each day, and to replace a skin that is worn away, and to repair wound. Is that clear? Is that clear to everyone? So, why do we need food? That as source of energy, for growth, replacement of worn out and damaged cell. Now come to topic balanced diet. What is balanced diet? The diet which contain enough carbohydrates, proteins for growth of cells, tissue, ultimately growth of body, for carbohydrates for to give energy we need. So balanced diet contain enough carbohydrates, proteins, fats, and along with all these also contain vitamins, minerals, water, and fibers. The diet which contain all these food resources. Is that clear? Now come to next, that is energy requirement. We have to discuss all these topics in detail one by one: carbohydrate, protein, fats, vitamins. But first of all, I have to discuss about energy. Energy can be obtained from carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Fats give a maximum energy. It gives a double amount of energy as the energy we obtain from carbohydrates and proteins. Proteins also gives energy, but it is expensive. Is that clear? So Dear student, now question is why we need energy? Why we need energy? Okay, Swayam, diet which contain nutrients in correct amount. Pavan would also call calories. Okay, beta, see the energy. See, we need energy to keep up our internal process working, like circulation, breathing, whatever the process is, brain functioning, all these processes going on. To keep up all these processes, we need energy. Yes, of course, Puneet give a very good answer. Muscles contraction, other processes working, push also for growth, cell processes. Yes, you all are right. So we need energy to keep up our body temperature. Also, you can add this point along with all these points, to keep up body temperature and to meet other activities, we need energy. So amount of energy can be obtained from food is measured in calories and joules. Is that clear? Yesterday also I have discussed this topic, calories and joule. 1 gram of carbohydrate and proteins give 16 joule or 17 joule energy. Is that clear? 16 or 17 kilojoule energy. 1 gram carbohydrates or 1 gram proteins. And what about fats? Fats give double amount of energy, that is 37 kilojoule. It is a main source of energy. See, after this, we need at least 12,000 kilojoule energy per day by a normal human. And what about during living sleeping hours? During sleeping hours, yes, Swayam, how much energy is required during sleeping hours? And why it is required during sleeping hour? Yes, Swayam, I'm just asking from you. Give me answer. Why we need energy and how much energy is required? Puneet, you can also give answer. No one? No one is giving answer? Okay, Puneet. 24, not beta 2400. It is, yes, 2400 kilojoule energy is required during sleeping hours. Yes. Pavan, we need 4000 kilo. No, it is not correct. We need 2400 kilojoule energy is required during sleeping hours. Now, why we need energy during sleeping hours? The energy needed for basal metabolism, which maintain circulation, breathing, brain functioning, or other activity which are going in our body. Is that clear? So, during sleeping hours, we also need energy. And requirement of energy also vary with age or your physically activity. See, if you are just sitting in an office, you need a less energy as compared to a person who is doing a hard work. Female also need less energy as compared to male, because female has a less body weight, body mass, and but active female required more energy as compared to female inactive male. Children also need more energy for their growth and to maintain temperature. So now come to carbohydrates topic again. I'm just teaching all these again because you missed some topics that in my previous video. Now come to carbohydrates. Carbohydrates consist of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. See, there it is a sugar. Carbohydrate is a sugar, form of sugar. It can be a simple sugar, it can be a complex sugar. Simple sugar is glucose. Formula is C6H12O6. Is that clear? A sugar molecule. A molecule contain one carbon chain is called monosaccharides. Mono means one. Saccharide means sugar. Examples are glucose and fructose. Okay, what are the sources of carbohydrates? We have already discussed. Yes, bache. Okay, beta, please tell me what are the sources of carbohydrates? Yes, bache. What are the sources of carbohydrates? Yes, bread, dry fruits, wheat, potato, rice, all these are sources of carbohydrates. Beans, pavan. Beans also comes in category of dead proteins with two carbon chain. It is called disaccharide. I am not asking Swam right now about disaccharide. I am just talking about sources of carbohydrates. Monosaccharide. A monosaccharide with a one carbon, one sugar molecule. Okay, it is called one sugar molecule. It is called carbomonosaccharide. Examples are glucose and fructose. Carbon ring, a sugar molecule contains two carbon rings. If it contains two carbon rings, it is called disaccharide with release of water. Disaccharide. Dia means two, saccharide means sugar. Example beta, sucrose and maltose. Maltose and sucrose is a very good example of disaccharide. Is that clear? Now come to next. It is polysaccharide. Poly means many, saccharide means sugar. Is that clear? So many sugar molecules, many glucose molecules are joined together to form a long chain. It is called polysaccharide. A very good example: cellulose, starch, glycogen. Starch is a storage substance in plant. Yes, cellulose is also example. Thanks Push for being an active member in this live chat or live class. See, starch, it is a storage product or storage substance in plant cell wall. Glycogen is a storage substance in animals, and cellulose, plant cell wall is made up of cellulose. So the starch, glycogen, cellulose are a very good example of carbohydrates. Now, bache, next, you have to just draw one flow chart to understand this concept. Carbohydrate. Please draw this flow chart. This is the digestion. Give heading. Digestion and use of carbohydrates. Beta, please maintain notes. 10I students, you have to just maintain notes, and I'm just asking you to send me in WhatsApp after this live class. I want to check what you are doing in this class. Digestion and use of carbohydrates. Now, first of all, sugar. The food we eat in the form of sugar, if it is form of sugar or glucose, it will absorb as sugar. Then, beta, what happened? Of course, cell respiration. Cell respiration. See, now cell respiration oxidize it and releases what? Energy. So, sugar we take absorbed as sugar, it get oxidize in our body. Process is called cell respiration. It releases energy. Now, if we take a complex form of carbohydrate, that is starch, that is starch, that is starch, then it will be digested to again sugar. It will be just break down into sugar with the help of digestive enzyme that we discuss later on in this chapter. Then sugar is changed to glycogen. It changes to glycogen and stored in, if glycogen is like, if sugar is changed to glycogen, okay, then what happen, it will be stored in liver. If liver, it is stored in liver. Is that clear? And it also just changes to fat. Then please write down everything. Then stored in fat. I just cleared you this flowchart. Just note it down. Stored in. Are you able to see at the bottom? If yes, say yes. Yes, bache. Pawan, are you? Is it visible? No. Okay, I just write at the top. Changes to glycogen, then stored in liver. Stored in liver. Fats also stored in fat deposit. Stored in fat deposit. Okay. See, now after this, if we are just taking a cellulose. First of all, please beta note down everything. Just then I just clear your topic. Not digested by human, then it will act useful as a roughage. Okay, first of all, note it down, then I clear your doubts, or I clear the topic, note it down. Okay, students, now I come back. If you have written, send me a thumbs up. If you have written, everyone. Okay, beta, Puneet, if you have written, send me a thumbs up. Okay. See, what happens? There are main two forms, sugar, starch. Starch is present in potatoes, bread, maize, cereals, and sugar appear in our diet mainly as sucrose, tablet sugar. It is also added to drinks, jam, biscuits, cake, and glucose and fructose are sugar that occur naturally in many vegetables and fruits. Now, when we take sugar as such, it get oxidized in our body. It absorbed as sugar, get oxidized by the process of cell respiration. It releases energy for various activity of body. If we just take a starch, complex form of food, it will be just converted into sugar, digested into sugar with the help of digestive enzymes. Then जैसे कि carbohydrates, if it is we just take carbohydrates from mouth, digestive enzyme is amylase. if it is in protein, proteases, if it is fat, lipases. So that we will discuss later on this chapter. So with the help of digestive enzyme, it will be converted into simplest form, sugar. If sugar is in excess, if we're just taking carbohydrate in excess amount, it will be converted into glycogen. Is that clear? It will be converted into glycogen, and which will be stored in liver, or it will be just changed to fats. And fats, where the fat stored in our body? Yes, bache, fat is stored in or deposit in abdomen, round the kidney, or under the skin. Is that clear? If you are able to understand this, please send me again. Yes, ma'am. Yes, Deepak, are you able to understand? Deepak, give me answer, bache. Are you able to understand? Puneet? Okay. Now come to next, cellulose. Beta, see, the cellulose is present in the cell wall of plant cell. If we will take us carbohydrates in the form of cellulose, we got very little nourishment from cellulose because we don't have enzyme for it. We don't have enzyme for digesting it. So cellulose, it will just help us for it just undigested cellulose pass into large intestine. Then this cellulose and some bacteria are present in the intestine. They just multiplying by taking food from cellulose. And what it do there? It helps as, or it act as roughage. Fibers helps to prevent constipation, make the feces very soft. So it helps in the constipation. Is that clear? So beta, please note down all these things. Then we will just come to next, that is fat. Fats. Then, okay, you have written, bache? You are able to understand this topic? Give me 2-minute break so that we can just start a next topic. We have covered carbohydrate. Beta, everyone is able to understand carbohydrates? Everyone? Okay, bache. Now come to next. Now come to next topic, that is proteins. We have covered carbohydrates.
Like you should leave the conversation because of network problem. And now you have to write the TikTok.
Okay. Fats. Yes. Okay. What are fats? Yes. Anyone? Please tell me about fats. Yes. Anyone? Beta, we have did this topic in that biomolecule chapter also about fats. Fats are solid form of group of molecules called lipids. Solid form is called fat and liquid form is called lipids. Is that clear? Yes. I got many answers from Push, Puneet, Pavan, solid form, glycerol. Yes. Now we're just talking about its composition. Fats are, molecule of fat is made up of 3 molecules of beta. 3 molecules of what? 3 molecules of fatty acid and 1 molecule of glycerol. This is the composition of fat. Is that clear? Glycerol is join together with 3 molecules of fatty acid. This is what? Glycerol. This is what? Glycerol. It is joined together with 3 fatty acids with the help of chemical bond. Is that clear? So this is what? Glycerol. This is what? Fatty acids. Hanji beta, please tell me what are the sources of fats? Fats present in which food resources? Yes, bache. Swayam, I'm just asking from you. What are the sources of fats? What are the sources of animal fat? And what are the sources of plant fats? Anyone, you can just tell me the answer. Animal, yes, fish, flesh, meat. Okay, ठीक है, I got answer from you, बच्चे. Now, animal fats are found in meat, milk, cheese, butter, egg yolk, and plant fats occur in oils in fruits and just like sunflower oil, groundnut oil. In oils mainly, these fats are occur. See, what are the function of lipids? Lipids, if you remember the chapter of plasma membrane, see, lipids helps in the formation of cell membrane along with proteins. We have just discussed the topic that plasma membrane made up of what? Plasma membrane is made up of proteins and lipids. Is that clear? So lipids helps in the cell membrane formation, lipids and proteins, and this process is called membrane biogenesis. Membrane मतलब membrane, plastic bio मतलब living, genesis मतलब formation, formed with the help of proteins and lipids. Is that clear? Okay. And lipids also, when get oxidized in our body, it releases what? It releases energy. And it releases energy as a double amount of energy as given by carbohydrate and protein, and 1 gram of that lipids or fat releases about 37 kilojoule energy. Is that clear? 37 kilojoule energy. It is a double amount of energy, bache. Okay. Now fats can be stored in the body, so providing a mean of long-term storage of energy in fat deposit. It a tissue present in our body is adipose tissue. It stores fat and also act as insulator. What do you mean by insulator here? Insulator means helps to just reduce heat loss from body. Is that clear? So this was about fats. Till now we have covered carbohydrates, fats. Now come to proteins. Because this is the revision for 10I-Biology. So we have to just we have to just revise the topic, not in detail. If you have doubts, you can just ask me. But because I have to just cover all the chapters, October, November, you are having exam. Is that clear? If you want to go in detail, I am just doing same a chapter. You can just watch my videos for 9I lessons also. Okay, now come to the next, that is proteins. Proteins are made up of amino acids. Amino acids join together to form a proteins. Now, bache, okay, Gurcharan, yes, beta, tell me, Gurcharan, what are the sources of proteins? Charan, please tell me what are the sources of proteins? Anyone? Puneet, give me answer. Amino acid. Why Charan is not giving answer? Your friends, please ask Charan. If he is not online, please ask Charan to be in live class. Okay. Proteins. Sources of proteins are egg. Please write down egg, milk, cheese, meat, fish. All these are sources of proteins. Is that clear? Soya bean, all the best source of proteins. And proteins, it when digested, provide us chemical substances need to build cell and tissues. Like it it just increase the growth of body by increasing the number of cells and tissues, organ form. Ultimately, sorry, it increases the growth of body. Protein molecule consists of long chain of amino acids. When proteins are digested, molecules are just broken down into amino acids. These amino acids enter into a bloodstream, and what will then there? They used to build up different proteins and also these proteins form a part of cytoplasm and enzymes of cells and tissue. So, beta, what are the sources of protein? Meat, fish, egg, soya bean, groundnuts, milk. And what are its uses? It helps in the growth of body. It helps to prepare tissues. Also, a worn out cell, millions of cells are damaged. It can be replaced only with the help of if we're just taking a good diet proteins. Now we have just covered carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Now come to next. See, these are something like we have just taken a protein, fats, carbohydrate in our diet, which contain carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, and phosphorus. But there are several more elements which are required by our body in small amount. And what are these? We have to just discuss about vitamins, minerals, iron, calcium, water, fibers. We need all these things also, along with these macronutrients, carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. Now let's start discussion of iron. As you know, red blood cell, RBC, it contains which pigment? Yes, bache Deepak, which pigment is present in red blood cell? Yes, bache, please get up, give me answer. Yes, Pawan. What is the full form of RBC and which pigment is present in RBC? Full form of RBC is red blood cells, red blood capsules, which contain a pigment hemoglobin, also contain iron, and it helps to just pass carrying oxygen in the around the body. As you know, millions of red blood cells break down each day, and their iron is stored by liver cell used to make more hemoglobin. Some iron is lost. Some iron is lost, and then it can be just replaced by how we have to just take the diet which is rich in iron. Now, iron is present in the red meat, especially liver, kidney. especially in the liver and kidney. Okay, now it is also present in our diet: eggs, groundnut, brown rice, spinach. If our diet is deficient in iron, it leads to anemia. Person feel very weak, very sick, very tired. So we have to take a diet that is rich in iron. Even a pregnant lady also need a iron rich diet. After this, beta come to next, that is calcium. It is calcium. Yes, bache. What is the role of calcium? Give me answer in one line. Anyone? Calcium. Anyone? To build bones. Yes, very good. Calcium is deposit in the bones and teeth in the form of calcium phosphate. Very good answer. I got answer from Pawan. To build bones, push, also strengthen the bone. Puneet give me answer for bone making. Deepak teeth, push nails. Yes, you all are right. Thank you very much for giving me all these answers. Okay, calcium in the form of calcium phosphate is present in bones and teeth. It will deposit in bones and teeth to make them hard. To make them hard. It is present in blood plasma, also play important role in blood clotting. Now, what is this blood clotting? What do you mean by blood clotting? Yes. Yes, bache. What do you mean by blood clotting? Anyone? What do you mean by blood clotting?
By blood clotting.
Yes, blood clotting is deposit of antheroma to cover damage on skin, injury. Yes, Puneet is right. Exactly, that is very exact answer. Prevent blood from flowing outside. Yes, to prevent the leakage of blood. You can just write in exact words. To prevent the leakage of blood. Is that clear? This is a blood clotting. So calcium is also needed for a it play an important role in the blood clotting. Helps to just uh, prevent the leakage of blood. Is that clear? See, also play important role in the calcium transmission of nerve impulse, helps in the muscles contraction, because calcium is also present for muscles, growth of your muscles, bone, helps in the contraction of muscles. So it is very important in our diet. How we can just obtain calcium? We can just take all these food resources like milk. We can just take milk. We can just take egg. See, calcium is also present in the milk. Or it is also beta. We can just obtain from vitamin D. It is a very richest source of calcium in our body. Is that clear? So now come to next after this calcium, fibers. Beta, what will happen if we will not take enough amount of calcium in our body? What will happen? Yes, beta, push sunlight. Yes, we are just taking from sunlight, vitamin D, which just give us calcium, fulfill the demand of calcium. Yes, bache, what will happen if our diet don't is not just we are just not taking enough calcium in our diet? Yes, of course, rickets, our bones, it will just fracture very easily. Okay, so to strength to make them hard, we are just taking a calcium. Now come to next, that is fibers or roughage. Yes, bache, what are fibers? I already discussed in this chapter. Today in this class, I have just discussed What are roughage? See, when we take plants or just plant products or animal products are digested, but plant products, plant cell wall contain cellulose. Yes, fibers helps to just, this is a good answer. See, when we just take a plant cell wall, plant products, its cell wall contains cellulose, but in our digestive system, we don't have enzyme for its digestion. So, undigested cellulose, it will be passed to the, it will be just passed to the colon, part of large intestine. Here, bacteria are present. Bacteria are multiplying by taking food from cellulose, and that bacteria and cellulose together helps to protect us from constipation. They make feces very loose and easily, it just, this softer feces reduce the time needed for the undigested residue to pass out of the body. So it helps to prevent the constipation and keep our digestive system healthy. Yes, it is also present in some fruits and vegetables. Yes, fiber, which, yes, Betty, it is present in the, which fruit or which vegetable? Can you tell me, Push? Yes, baked beans and whole. Yes, it is very good answer. These wheat grains, they also contain a fiber-rich diet. Yes. After this, next is, beta. Now I think time is over. You have to just attend your next class. I have to finish this lesson. Uh, After these fibers, I will continue the topic vitamins in my next lesson. If you have doubt, you just send me your doubts in WhatsApp. And if you face any difficulty, you also just send your problems in WhatsApp. I will just give you reply, or I just clear your doubts tomorrow. And you have to maintain all these records. Now, beta, have a healthy, just, you have to just take healthy diet. You have to just make a safe environment around you. Stay safe, stay healthy. Goodbye. Tomorrow we will meet again. Thank you.